I just feel like women are not. No, I'm not going to say it.
Say it. Say it. Have you been wondering why people seem so grumpy lately? It probably has to do with the fact that we're apparently having less sex now than ever before. Welcome to Take 3. I'm Alex Melki, and I have a story that you're going to want to share in your group chat. Today, I'm joined by YouTube comedian Julie Nolke and stand-up Abdul Butt to talk about sex. I didn't realize that it was this big of a deal, but basically the gist of this is that a new survey dropped, gathering info from 2019 to 2021 around, and so this is pretty recent, and saying that 26% of Americans over the age of 18 haven't had sex in over a year. Now, obviously, there's a pandemic, but still. And it's a 32-year low for people not having sex. People have been doing it less and less since 1989, which makes me very uncomfortable because that's the year I was born. Hi, Mom.
Sick.
And the National Post even went so far as to say that millennials are having less sex than any other group of Homo sapien ever, which is scientifically hurtful. So instead of just saying, like, hey, are you guys having sex right now? I just want to ask you,
I'm doing it right now.
Right now? Like
this
currently?
Is happening? Currently.
You got to make it wherever you can get it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's an OnlyFans going on live. You got to respect the hustle.
This half is this show. The bottom half is my OnlyFans.
No pants from the waist down for the last 2 years. I think collectively we all agree.
Exactly.
But like in your circle of friends, like Abdul, do you find this is true? Are people like talking about the fact that they're not having sex? Are you aware of this?
I'm not aware, but I feel it. Like I could feel it, especially the last few years. I think it's just a lot of this culminate. I think people started losing their whole careers trying to hit on people, and it got some obviously took it too far, and then other people kind of got shied away about it. And I think this definitely made a difference because I noticed stand-up comedians when I was in LA specifically. A lot of them would go up, it'd be like a male comic would go up, be like, man, it's so hard dating, I'm never getting laid. And then a female comic would go up, be like, oh, it's so hard, I'm never getting laid. And it just like always blew my mind. I'm like, why don't you just both satisfy each other? Remember that? Remember how that used to happen?
I don't know how I feel about this because, I mean, I don't have any reference for what other generations have gone through. I mean, I think the pandemic played a big role. I think, I hate to say it, but I think probably, no, I'm not. Well, I just feel like women are not, no, I'm not going to say it.
Say it. Say it.
Well, I kind of feel like women being so focused, being so career focused.
Right.
Has probably led.
Are you trying to say women are not horny?
No, I'm trying to say that women aren't looking to a man as a partner to supply things for them. They are getting those things for themselves. Therefore, they are looking for relationships that are partnerships rather than something that's lucrative or financially responsible. And I wonder if that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Are you hinting at vibrators? What's happening here? I don't understand.
I think
what you're
vibrators stock
hinting
actually
at.
went up.
Like you're just like we're too busy now. We just don't.
No, I'm saying
we don't need you.
I don't know.
Technology.
I think that women are looking for like quality over quantity. In fact, I shouldn't say just all. I should say people in general. I think are looking for quality. And while I think maybe there's less sex, I think there's better quality sex.
And I think part of it too has to do with the fact that. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I have a couple of friends still living at home, and they're like in their early 30s, and it's cringy, man. And like there's no way anyone's coming over to that guy's house.
Maybe it's a financial thing. Maybe it's because like millennials don't really have jobs or savings, or like they've got the hierarchy of needs. You know that? What's that pyramid?
The hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, and then the bottom one is like shelter and food, and then it's like relationship.
Right. Yeah, they're too busy trying to stay not homeless, right? They're trying to stay in a house, so they're trying to work. They got no time for sex.
The thing is, a lot of homeless people are having sex, so I don't know.
People don't even have time to cook anymore, right? Everyone's ordering out, so it's just like there's not even time for sex. We've got no time. We're just always working.
Second question, all right? Talking about food, because I swear to God, this pandemic, I don't even want to stand up because I'm ashamed of how much weight I've put on and taken off because of stress and eating. But let's play a little game of Would You Rather, all right? And Abdul, let's start with you. Would you rather give up sex for a year or give up Uber Eats for a year?
give up. Oh, definitely Uber Eats. I mean, why would you give up sex for a year
Interesting.
just to order out? No, thank you. This is big tech is why we're in this mess. Everybody's too occupied with apps staring at their phone. Nobody's having
That's
sex.
what it is. I bet
This
you.
is the
I
whole
bet
reason.
you, Abdul. I bet you that's exactly what it is. We've like talked about all the other things, but I bet you it has something to do with our phones.
You know how many spontaneous interactions just happened, but now everyone's at home or staring at a phone? Nothing happens.
That's what it is. You're so right.
We're not living, Julie. We're not living. All right, that's it. Me and
It should be
Julie.
in person.
Here we go.
There we go. Is it happening? All right, Julie, YouTube
Yeah.
or sex free, and this is like with a person, not just like. I mean, I guess you would.
She's
it would
fighting
have to
the
be with
quality
you
over
on
Well,
quantity.
So,
and self gratification is off the table.
yeah.
You can't for a year.
I mean, no. Let's open up that conversation, right? No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
Is
The
that
problem,
what
okay,
you're-
Abdul, let me just
She's
let me
negotiating
just
now.
explain. I have spent 10 years on
right.
YouTube building a career. And it is imperative that I maintain this to keep a roof over my head.
Okay. For the sake of this conversation, because it's a very
Oh,
specific
man.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you can't watch YouTube, but you can upload on it.
Oh, I would take sex and I don't need to watch YouTube. Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I told you, big tech.
Big
That's all it is. It's ruining the sex
Oh,
industry.
the like intimacy
You-
and
you
all
think.
the fucking. How many of you guys have like relationships that are not real, that are just like via phone? Like I
it's
feel like I
weird.
have friends and acquaintances
Yeah.
where it's like I don't know you, and I've never seen. This is not a real relationship. You know?
I don't. There's people that I've never met that sometimes like with the mask on in public, they'll come up to me like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Do we know each other?
Yeah.
Do we know?" It's like we've been talking for like a year and a half, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's so weird."
Or I won't know people's names. I'll only know their like IG handle.
I guess we're already living in the metaverse, is what you guys are coming to the
Maybe.
conclusion on. It sounds like we're already in this universe of just talking to each other online, and now we don't know how to deal with each other face
As
to
we're doing
face,
it right now.
i.e., no
Man.
sex.
I didn't like. I barely left my apartment last week because I've just been working from home a lot. And I went out to the grocery store, and I kid you not, I had the most socially awkward interaction with a cashier since I was like 15 years old, where I couldn't control the like tone of my voice, and also I'm pretty sure I was rude, but I wasn't trying to be. I was just like my body was operating at like automatic capacity, and I wasn't like engaging emotionally with anybody.
Yeah.
And I just like came home, and I'm just like, I hate myself right now. Just ugh.
Yeah, that's that pandemic.
That pandemic life.
Yeah, I wonder, I have a theory that in 15, 20 years, they're going to have like warnings on social media. Like they're going to, because it's like addictive, right? And it's so bad for our brains that I wonder if like the same way that like cigarettes have like warning on packages, if social media is going to come with stuff like that.
Ooh, dark. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's been a ton of fun.
Thanks for having us.
And see you soon, hopefully.